The fact that you can do all of those things and edit all of the parameters from the keyboard, I think makes it a pretty seamless experience.
What's up? You got your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe. Cause today we're gonna be talking about the Akai advanced keyboards. What had happened was... So the year is 2015. F that, the owners of Akai are pissed. The owners of Akai want answers and they want them now. Ableton Live is releasing a push 2? Are you serious? And what's this we're hearing about the MPC software janking up on everyone? And what do you mean the kids in Brooklyn are using the MPC Fly as target practice? That's it. In the Akai building, heads are gonna roll. That was the energy around 2015 in the Akai building. Up to this point, the heads of Akai was enjoying a comeback of sorts. They were recovering from not the greatest of sales from the years 2009, 10, and 11, but their controller line helped the company come back to pretty much a full recovery. With products like the MPC Studio and the MPC Renaissance, Akai was enjoying a comeback. They had artists like Q-Tip, Zaytoven, and even Jermaine Dupri just banging out on their controllers. MIDI controllers were in full effect. You had the Axiom MIDI controllers, which was quite innovative and very profitable for the company. You had the Arteria BeatStep and later on the BeatStep Pro, which pretty much revolutionized MIDI controllers as a whole. This really started a trend for MIDI controllers coming along with their own sequencer. Everything was smooth, everything was cool in the gang, until Native Instruments stepped it up. Yeah, Native Instruments. Oh man, these guys again. Akai was doing well with the 2500, the 1000, and Native Instruments decided to drop machine on the world. It was like an atomic bomb. All of a sudden, every company in the production space was scrambling. And now Native Instruments stepped the bar up once again, releasing Complete Control. This was a MIDI controller keyboard allowing you to browse the instruments and plugins on your computer. And the plugins were already pretty much mapped to the keyboard. This was remarkable. So the heads at Akai were like, darn, now we gotta come up with one. It's like keeping up with the Joneses. You have your neighbor Thomas that decides one weekend to take his whole family on a trip to Disney World. So now your kid looks at you with the sad face and is like, Dad, can I go to Disney World? And you're like, oh man. So next weekend you decide to take your family to Disneyland. And then give it a couple of months and you hear Thomas takes his whole family on a trip to Turks and Caicos. He spent 15 grand. So now low-key, you're noticing your wife is giving you the side eye, and you're like, oh man, so give it a couple of months, and you decide to bring your whole family to Dubai. You spend $10,000 on this trip. That's how Akai was feeling with Native Instruments at this time. But in 2015, Akai releases their answer. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Akai Advanced Keyboards. You're getting 61 premium, semi-weighted velocity-sensitive keys with aftertouch. You're getting 8 large, continuous, and endless control knobs. You're getting a 4.3-inch high-resolution full-color screen with dedicated interface buttons. You're getting the exclusive Akai VIP software, allowing you to browse all the instruments and plugins on your computer. You're getting 8 velocity-sensitive and pressure-sensitive MPC pads with RGB illumination. You're getting rubberized pitch and modulation wheels, along with expression pedal and foot switch inputs. And ladies and gentlemen, the advanced keyboard functions as a standalone controller. This might be it. This might be what we've been waiting for. This controller might pan out to be the king of controllers. And when Akai released the advanced keyboards, folks were kind of confused. They already knew that Akai had the MPC software. So they were kind of like, okay, what is this VIP software? This virtual instrument player? I mean, does this work in unison with the MPC software? Is it the MPC software? Is it better than the MPC software? People were kind of scratching their head. But after further investigation, those that purchased it were pretty impressed. They really liked how easy it was to browse the VSTs on your computer. They really liked that the advanced keyboard was bus powered, so you can power up your other MIDI gear without having to plug it into the wall or anything like that. And they really appreciated, unlike the complete control keyboard, that you had a screen on this MPC advanced keyboard. So let's say if you were playing live somewhere, you didn't have to look at your computer to navigate through your plugin. With the MPC advanced keyboard, you could just look at the screen on the keyboard. So your computer could be somewhere off stage somewhere, and you had everything you need right in front of you. It was pretty much a controller standalone. But even though it had a pretty decent reception, you still had some naysayers that were like, the Akai sounds are trash. They're not known for keyboards, they're known for drum samplers. Or, I don't get it, instead of giving us this VIP software, why couldn't they just put the MPC software on this and make it fully standalone? Akai are idiots. This is what some people's gripes were with the Advanced series. And to top it all off, in their commercial, Akai showed the advanced keyboards controlling the native instrument software. People were going crazy. They were like, why would they be advertising native instrument products in their commercials? It's kind of like growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, you know. You might not have liked P. Diddy. You were tired of him being all up in the video, tired of him going, take that, take that, take that. But at the same time, you purchase his clothes. You know, the Sean John clothing line brand. You had a Sean John shirt and a Sean John jeans, you know. That's kind of like how Akai was advertising native instruments. But this might have been one of the smartest things Akai could do. Because in a way, it was low-key talking to the native instruments fan base. They were like, hey, your complete control, I hope you know this keyboard we created, it controls your software better than your keyboard. And low-key, the native instruments guys were intrigued. So the workflow of the VIP software is like this. You can either use it as a standalone or as a plugin in your DAW. Now, when you load it up, you have all your plugins to the left of the screen. It tells you the number of patches you have to the right of the plugins. You click on the plugins, and to the left of that, it has all your patches. You have a search bar, which allows you to search by keywords. So let's say if you wanted dark strings, if you type it in the search bar, it'll search through all your plugins and pretty much highlight all the patches that are dark strings. If you found a patch that you like and want to remember it, just click on the set list tab and just drag and drop that patch on the set list section. Save it, and the next time you ring it up, it'll be there for you. If you want to layer your sounds to the bottom left of the screen, the last tab to the right, the multi-tab, click that, and now you can layer patches on top of each other. It has a mixer and even key ranges. And that's about it. So when the Advanced Series keyboard came out, the 25 key was $399, the 49 key was $499, and the 61 key was $599. They were pretty decent prices, and a lot of folks purchased them. Folks loved how easy and convenient it was to control your DAW with these keyboards. It wasn't a lot of complicated mapping, nothing crazy like that. For the most part, with certain software, it was pretty much instantaneous. For stuff like Ableton Live, as soon as you plugged it in, the keyboard already had its layout mapped to the DAW. The Akai Advanced Series keyboards was basically a precursor to the MPC Key 61, with a colored screen and pressure and velocity sensitive keys, and also a dedicated software application that works instantaneous with this keyboard. It was inevitable that sooner or later Akai would have to bring a standalone keyboard range into their space. So yeah, that's the Akai Advanced Series keyboards. What had happened was... So this is your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, telling you to go down low in the description and get that free Synth City Sound Library. It's free! For a limited time only, just like the limited bus. You want them classic guitar sounds? I gotcha. If flute is your cup of tea, there's a pack for you. If you're a bass man, I got so much bass, you're gonna be thinking you're free bassing. So get that classic Synth City Sound Library for a limited time only. So this is your boy Dyreck, aka Native Shades, reminding you to like and subscribe. And I'm signing off.